Alright, so this is the truck, 1976 F-250 Highboy Ranger XLT. The engine bay, new brake master cylinder, ignition coil, spark plug wires, distributor. Engine bay is nice and clean, new battery. It does need a battery strap, but a little bit of redneck has worked. One thing is it does leak from here occasionally, so I just make a habit of checking the coolant. It doesn't leak very much. You can see that everything else is pretty well sealed. I think that the intake gasket, or the intake manifold, is leaking some oil, which is common on these trucks. I verified that it's not the rear main seal when I did the clutch, but you can see a little bit of oil there. Had the transmission out and it didn't seem to have any problems. Just some pictures of the underside of the truck. You can't really see in there on the video, but the truck's been sitting for a couple days. Coolant is still within an inch of the top. And I've just made a habit of checking the oil in the coolant before I start the truck. The truck's on a slant downhill, but I've got fresh Rotella 1540 in it. And it stayed within the same range, so it's definitely not leaking enough over the past couple weeks to even change where it is on the dipstick. So let's just do a few more pre-start things. Like I said, the truck's been sitting for a few days. I pulled the seat cover off the seat and found this beauty underneath. There's definitely some tears in it. I've tried to be gentle with it. I took all the carpet out to make sure that it didn't rust anymore. This is the big issue right here. A little bit of welding should take care of it. But at least you'll know about it, unlike me. On the other side, there's a little bit of rust here. There was chrome intermittently all across the bottom rocker panels, and you can see there's a dent right here. I did not put the dent in, but I did take the chrome off to prevent rusting. And then you can see rust here in the wheel wells common on the Fords. This bed is not factory, and that was not done by me. Here's the gas in the in-tank cab, or I'm sorry, the tank in the cab. Under here, there is a valve that goes to a tank that's on the passenger side wheel well of the bed, and when the previous owner was trying to make it work for me, he broke it off. I guess it's a $50 part. But the switching and everything still works, the gauge still works, it's just not hooked up. So if you chose to fix that, it'd be pretty easy. Go to the other side of the truck. Oops, that side's locked. While I'm in here, got nice rear sliding glass, good seat belts, that little mud, sorry. The dash is in pretty good shape. Here's the gauges. You can see it's 129, 504, good lights and wipers. It never had a radio, so I put some foam in there where I could put my phone. But the thing I wanted to show you on this side is there is right there. But the rest of this is in good shape. So nothing too major there. I mean, for the age of the truck, it was a little bit of a surprise to me, but I've seen worse on the internet. Okay, so on this side, same thing. Took all the chrome off to prevent any further rusting. And you can see some bed rust here. However, the surface of the bed is in very good shape. This topper won't come with the truck. I'll put it on the other one. And then the back of the truck is in good shape. This license plate light works, but this one is obviously missing. I have not towed anything since I've owned this truck. The tailgate opens, but if you have trouble with it, there is a pin right here that sometimes comes out, and you just have to wiggle that back in and then it'll open. So working taillights, tailgate, everything, all the marker lights work, headlights work. It's got good springs, some rust on the exhaust, although the previous owner did put in new mufflers. That is the other tank, which I have not used. I haven't changed the diff fluids, but I checked it and it looked okay. It's probably due for a change, but that's nothing major. Alright, I'll send you another video of starting it.